you a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I, of course, am Mr. Clark Griswold, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today. If you are a first-timer, then welcome. Welcome to my old subscribers and my new subscribers, as always. And if you haven't done so, below, click that subscribe button, click that bell. That bell gives you notifications for when I send out videos like this, our weekly swing plays, our monthly swing plays. I send out daily videos for our daily setups, informational videos, learning tools, and motivational videos. You can also find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, so go give me a follow there. And if you do like the videos, guys, please give me a thumbs up. It's much appreciated. And if you think the videos suck, feel free to give me a thumbs down, but let me know why so I can help you guys improve as traders, help you learn things that you need to learn to become successful traders, okay? So today we're going to get started. We have a crap ton of plays to go through for the weekly swings. There is a lot of them for March 21st. When we set up these swing plays, we get at least 2 weeks out, okay? And when we're looking for our strike price, well, let's go through that and I'll show you guys where you can take your strikes on these, okay? So I'm on the daily. Let's go to the weekly. And the first one we've got on the list, guys, is Apple. Okay, Apple's got a 2 down that finished green. Now a 2 bar, all it is, and guys, if you want help with this, you can click on your indicators, type in candle type the Strat, and it's the author is Crinklebine. Okay, and what that gives you is this. Lets you know what the candle types are, okay? Whether it's a 2 down. Well, it doesn't say 2 down. It gives you a 2 or a 2, okay? So 2 down, 2 up. You have to figure out what's what, okay? It'll give you the 1 bars, which is an inside bar, and a 3 bar, which is the outside bar, okay? So this is a 2 down. When I'm looking at probabilities, because that's what we play here, probabilities and price action, we had a 2 down, but it finished green, okay? So to me, that's giving me probable cause to think that this is going to go higher, okay? So if we trigger this pink line at 164.45, we can take calls long, okay? And if we're looking for a strike price with this, because we have a target here and our next target is way up here, you can maybe look at a 165 target, okay? That's what I would be looking at, or a 165 strike when we're taking our option calls, okay? So when we're marking our targets, easy enough. I'm going to put this on here for you guys. Whoops. I'm going to put this on here for you guys. We're going to change it to green so we know that those are our targets. And their targets are just the preceding wicks. Would you want to call them pivots, targets, magnitude, where the bears are, these are where the bears have their stop losses, and vice versa. When we're looking at the downside, it's where the bulls have their stop losses, okay? So we set our targets at the previous wicks, okay, as we go up. Next one would be up here. Now to fill this gap here, if we're looking for something, we just go to the day, okay? We go to the day, go back in time, and there's the next one. If you can't find it on the day, you can go to the 4 hour. Go back in time, there's your next one, okay, and so on and so forth. And that's how you can try and find your targets, your pivots, your magnitude, whatever you want to call it. It all means the same thing. Okay, we'll just put this one in here for reference. There you go. And then we can go click back on the weekly. And there you go. Now you have your targets. Now again, you can go onto the hourly to try and find one in between this range if you so choose to do. Okay, so that is our first play. That's Apple 1 week setup, okay? I'm going to try and rip through these guys because we have a lot of them, and I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long for you guys. Okay, so next up we've got Adobe. ADBE. Now Adobe, we have again a 2 down that finished green. Now these yellow lines, guys, those are my day trade setups, okay? So you can check out this video up here, and that'll take you to my day trades for Monday, March 21st. I put those videos out every day for you guys to look at, okay? So it's hard to see that pink line is there though, okay? So 453.83, okay? That's our trigger to get into this play. And again, we just take the highs of the previous wicks for our targets, okay? So our trigger is 453.83. If it hits that, we're going long, and we're taking calls on this thing and looking for these targets, okay? That's on Adobe. And if you haven't done so, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, write this stuff down, okay? Write the triggers down and write your targets down if you want, and then you can add them onto your chart, your own charts, okay? AFRM on the weekly had an outside bar. That means we crossed the low and the high of the previous candle, and these types of candles are the same on every time frame. You get outside bars on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the secondly, the minute, whatever you want to look at. We get them on, and they do the same things, okay? It's outside bar is an outside bar. Okay, so this one could go higher or lower. We're not sure which way it's going to go, so we put triggers on either side, okay? Triggers at 41.35 for calls, and for puts, we're looking at 25.97. You guys can find your own targets now that you know how to do that, okay? AMC on the 1 week, again, look, two down that finished green. So that's the thing I look for. If we're down and it finishes green, I'm looking that the probabilities are telling me that it's going to go higher, okay? That's not always the case. We're not always 100% right on that, but we're trying to play what the candlesticks are giving us. We're playing price action, okay? So our trigger is 15.96 on AMC. We go to BABA. BABA is next. Outside bar on BABA, and we can look for calls at 111.74, puts at 73.28. Okay, next up is BIDU. BIDU is an outside bar, calls at 158.58, puts at 102.18, and we also have a trigger on the daily for this one as well. DDOG, DDOG, another outside bar, and there were a lot of them for our weekly swings this week, but calls at 147.97, puts at 114.01. DIS is Disney. Disney had a 2 down that finished green. This one's a little tough because it's very possible that we hit this target here and we reverse, okay? It's possible. So just watch out for that one. You can use this as your trigger if you want, and if we bust through this a little bit higher, then sure, take it and look for your targets here or somewhere mid-range if you go back to the daily and the 4-hourly, etc., to find mid-range targets, okay? That's on Disney. DKNG is DraftKings. DraftKings, again, 2 down green, so we're looking for calls at $19.84. DOCU is DocuSign, inside bar. So an inside bar stays within the range of the previous candle. And what it shows, over the last week, we had consolidation in this stock, okay? So you can look at these as an inside bar as being a spring, okay? And when it squishes down, it's getting loaded, and it's getting ready to explode to one side or the other. So we can take calls at the top of this wick at 97.01 or puts at 71.79. And if we go back to look at the previous inside bars, we had an inside bar, and we break up for a gain. Okay, we'll try and find another one on here. Inside bar, look, break down, and this, for 2 weeks, we had a huge drop. Here again, inside bar and a huge gain up. Inside bar, huge drop down. So these are very probable and very likely bars to play. When I first started playing options, inside bars are all I played. And then as I learned and I got more screen time and I got more confident, I moved into outside bars and then into reversals. A lot of people tell you reversals are easier. That's fine, and maybe they are, but for me, the inside bars, because they were I could find them easily, and I knew that if it broke the high or it broke the low, I was in. Maybe reversals they find easier because there is only one trigger to take, and if it goes, you're in it, okay? So next up, we've got Etsy, ETSY. Etsy, again, 2 up or 2 down that finished green. So we're going to look for calls on this one at 149.71. And guys, again, if you find this video helpful and it's helping you guys out, just take some time now to give me a quick thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're not into swing plays, you can take a peek up here and go to our daily plays, okay? EW is Edwards Life Sciences, outside bar, calls at 113.23, puts at $100.97. Facebook, outside bar, calls at 216.55, puts at 186.10. Fubo TV, that's FUBO, outside bar again, calls at 8.24, puts at $6. Hood is Robinhood, HOOD, calls at $13.95, puts at $10.19. IBM is another outside bar, calls at 128.93, this pink marker here, and puts at 122.75 on IBM. KDP, Keurig Dr. Pepper, these plays, these 3-1 setups are my gems, okay? Outside bar followed by an inside bar, a 3-1 setup. I'm going to go back in time to see the last time we had one of these on the weekly, and there we go. We had a couple of them right in alignment with each other. We had to go back to May 21st. But if we look at them, guys, look. A break up higher, much higher, okay? And then the next one over here, another big break up higher, and it was a continuation from here. So these are often very powerful setups, and again, they don't always work 100% of the time. But probabilities tell us that it's a powerful setup, and it usually breaks to one side or the other for a big gain. Coca-Cola is KO, inside bar, calls at $60.30, puts at $57.97. Lululemon, 2 down, green, calls at $317.55. Monster Energy, inside bar, calls 80.82, puts 73.13. Netflix, outside bar, calls at 382.07, puts at 329.82. Nike has an outside bar, calls at 131.46, puts 116.75. Procter & Gamble, inside bar, we also have a daily setup on this, but Procter & Gamble for the week calls 151.79, puts 143.35. Palantir, PLTR, calls 13.02, puts 10.27. PLUG is Plug Power, has a 2 down that finished green. We're through the monthly trigger on this one, which is the blue. So calls at 26.32 on Plug. QQQ, outside week. So we'll look for calls at 351.49, puts at 317.45. RBLX, outside bar again, $50.24 for the calls, 36.04 for the puts. ROKU is Roku, outside bar, 126.28 for calls, 97.91 for the puts. Starbucks, also on our daily plays, calls at $90.09, puts at 78.92 with the outside bar. SNAP, outside bar, $36 for the call, 27.55 for the put. SPCE is Space Virgin Galactic, calls at $9.55, puts at $6.70. TGT is Target, outside bar, calls at 226.02, puts 204.99. Tesla Maesla TSLA, outside bar, calls 907.85, puts 756.04. Here we go, keep going. Lyft LYFT, inside bar. I love playing inside bars. So we have this one at 38.66 for calls, 34.96 for puts. And as you can see, this inside bar, big gain. This inside bar, small gain, but we did hit targets, okay? CHWI is next, CHWI, 2 down, green, calls at 44.52. DWAC is a Donald Trump stock. We got a hammer candle here. It's a 2 down green, so we can look for calls at 72.78 on the reversal. It's a 2 down here, and we're looking for a 2 down, 2 up reversal on DWAC. SoFi, SOFI, same thing. We're looking for a 2 down, 2 up reversal, as we do have a 2 down green. So we'll take calls at $9.98. Alcoa Corporation, AA, has this big hammer candle here. Calls at 82.65, looking for a reversal there. IWM, outside bar, calls 207.45, puts 191.88. Cisco, inside bar, and guys, I looked at this one. I was contemplating putting it on or not. I'm not sure. But inside bar on CSCO, we have calls at 56.42 or puts at 54. But you see, we're just chopping around here. Inside bar, outside bar, outside bar, inside bar, inside bar. This thing does not know which direction it wants to go, okay? And we're tagging the broadening formations, high and low. I don't know about this one. The week of last week is trading inside. The month is trading inside. The quarterly, look, we go to the 3 month, is a quarterly. It's trading inside, okay? We look at the yearly. The yearly is trading inside. So this is a tough one just because we have so many inside bars in the chart. I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. So it might chop you around if you get in on this one. So I would be cautious on CSCO for our weekly plays. XOP, hammer candle, 2 down, green, time frame, week, month, quarterly, yearly, all green. We'll take calls at 126.20 on this thing. CMCSA is Comcast, 2 down, green, calls at 46.97. BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, there is a gap to fill here. I don't know if we fill it or not. I like this, that we're all green here, but we can look for calls on this 2 down green at $22.17 on BBBY. And I think this is the last one on the play, guys. MU, Micron Technologies, 2 down green. Look, we tagged the bottom of this broadening formation here and started reversing up, okay? So we'll look for calls on this thing at $81.29 on MU. Guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Check out the daily video. Check out the other videos that we have going on for you guys. There's lots of information for you guys to learn. And again, you can also ask questions. I'm here for you guys to help out, okay? So until the next one, guys, bye-bye.